Again, that's Carson Rural Communities on Facebook. Yeah, yay! And
I think TikTok probably just shadow banned us for saying the word Facebook, but hey, we just did it.
Okay, well, sorry.
And
so,
I don't know
hi everyone.
On TikTok, man.
So we have Phil talking on his phone on TikTok, and then you have us. So I'm kind of repeating everything, but that's okay.
It's kind of like the reverse of having a bunch of voices in your head.
Yeah.
Voices are actually a bunch of ears, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll make sense of that in a minute.
Go ahead and put that on. Here, let me, there. There you go. And then I'm going to close the door
in the nostril, right?
In the station, so it's a little more quiet. And
I put under here and then scratch my beard on it all day. Let's see. Right on the nip. Now we gotta go over the table and get it.
That's okay.
It's gonna be some great audio on that.
So most of the time we have weekly guests, and this time we don't, which kind of gives us a chance to catch up on the things that we're doing and what we have coming up. And
dude, what about this? Think that would work?
Is that good?
I don't know.
I guess I don't know. I don't know.
I don't have headphones onto that one.
Yeah. So I hope that's better.
Probably causing this kind of massive squeal right now.
Most of the time, folks don't get to see us because we have the phone camera, the video on our guests. Mm-hmm. And again,
they usually don't hear me too good because usually I'm out of reach of these lavalier mics.
Yeah.
Because I'm always on this mic for the radio. So you guys will be talking, and then you'll hear me in the background like,
yeah. So just in case you ever want to tell us anything about your nonprofits or your community event, you can send a text to us at 775-400-1151. Hope y'all got that too. And, we love to talk about your community events. And so anything to promote our rural communities.
And for those of you watching us from Abu Dhabi or wherever you're watching from, welcome. I don't know if it's going to interest you much. This is all kind of local stuff. But if you just want to do a little research on what it's like for folks in Lyon County, Nevada, and what kind of things we're up to, and yeah,
cool.
It'd be fun.
And we just want to say thank you for joining us. I think this is the first time I've kind of sat with you for TikTok, and now we have the video going for.
I think I had you on TikTok last week too. I don't know if you knew it or not.
I probably didn't know. I hope I wasn't picking my nose or something, or scratching my butt, whatever. Okay, so give us a couple of minutes. We're going to have just a moment of silence, I think, and then we'll go on the air.
Except I'm not going to be silent.
Oh, that's okay.
You can't silence me, CJ.
I know. I know that. Folks want to, but I don't bother.
Will not comply.
Yeah, we will not comply.
Will not comply. Okay, so you're on mic number 4?
1 and 3, odd. 2 and 4, even.
Okay.
It's haunted.
Some trippy tunes we're listening to right now.
Yeah.
Well, winding it down. This is the wind down, guys. Oh, you can't hear it. You just see me dance to nothing. That is 4, right?
Yeah, I think. It could be 3.
Yeah, we'll find out.
It's 3. This is 3.
3.
Odd, 1 and 3. Odd, 2 and 4. Even. Don't make people start telling you that.
Ooh. Now we're winding it down.
Okay.
Of course, my son's texting me right now because that's just the way they do. All right. Is there time to start again? That's what it's doing right now.
No singing. I ban you.
All right. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday. Sorry to cut off the music like that a little abruptly. It is Thursday. You are listening to 95.1 KNVC FM, Carson City, or knvc.org for people outside our listening area. This is Carson Rural Communities, and you are live with me, Phil Woolley, and CJ Giltner.
Hey, Phil, how are you?
Good. I guessed the right mic.
Oh, yeah, you
Well, I
did.
guess I didn't really guess it. You told me.
Yep. We don't have to keep telling them every single week. So, the stumbling blocks. I
Short-term
have it
memory
too.
issues.
Yeah, I have it too. So we have two things going on right now. We have TikTok going on Phil's phone.
Hi, TikTok.
And then we have our regular
Hi, podcast.
video, our taped video and for the podcast. And so today we didn't have any guests, and that's fine. It gives us the opportunity to catch up on some of the things we want to chat about and the things we're planning to do and things like that. And so it's great. So what have you been doing lately with your desert pigs?
Well, let's see. Last Saturday, we went out to the Cemetery Water Tower encampment, which is a somewhat infamous camp right behind the water tower, the one that says Dayton downtown. And there's some trails back there that connect Dayton to Mound House. Excuse me. And so there's an encampment that's been up there since BLM ran off all the campers out of that area that we call Mound House Gardens up there.
Yeah.
And it's been it's a few generations of different campers that have been up there, but their stuff is kind of gathered quite a bit.
Kind of like my house.
And so every once in a while, Desert Pigs will go up there and do a haul for them. We'll bring them bags and make them bag it up themselves, and then we'll haul the stuff out, mostly just so that we don't get garbage all over the hill. And so, yeah.
Okay.
And we also went out in the desert and flipped over a van and cleaned up around that. And,
that always helps.
It was fun. I mean, it's always fun going out pigging.
So does it ever feel disparaging when you've cleaned a site and then you go back 2 or 3 weeks later, maybe a month later, and there's new stuff there?
Well, yeah, it's of course that's very disappointing to see people come back and dump at the same spot. However, it saves me time on scouting when they dump at the same spot, so I can go back and it's a little easier to plan that way. But
okay.
But yeah, in general, yeah. I mean, it's sometimes you put in a lot of work into a spot and you see somebody just carelessly dump right on top of it like they don't care. And of course that'll make you shake a fist or two, but this is what we signed up to do. So we get back out and do it again.
And thank you very much. I remember the first run you did when you were just the Dayton Pigs.
The Dayton Pigs.
Your inaugural pig run.
Well, I still have the video of the actual very first run on my own YouTube channel. So if you just look up Phil Woolley on YouTube, you'll probably find lots of weird stuff. But somewhere in there, you'll find me doing the first pig run. So
yeah. So I just wanted to remind everyone, if you wanted to let us know about your community event, your nonprofit, or special event that's going on, you can always send us a text message to 775-400-1151, or you could just go and post it onto our Facebook page, which is Carson Rural Communities. And one of the things that I've started doing is I wait until Wednesday evening and I put all the flyers that I find throughout the week in date order. And then I add them all to Carson Rural Communities as one posting, and you can just flip through.
That's so awesome, just having them all in one spot.
Yeah, isn't it nice?
It's having set up calendars and stuff on websites of my own that I've built. It can be really. It's quite a daunting task to just go digging through all of the bazillion events on Facebook and flyers that you see everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of work you put in to put them all into one spot like that.
Exactly. So
I appreciate it because I can just look in that one spot now.
Yeah. It's I think it helps a lot of people because, there's so many different Facebook pages for the same, let's just say Dayton area. There's how many? Well, about 10?
Oh, I'm sure there's more than that. I think that there's like
10
probably
more.
like 10 or more Peeps pages. I mean,
Yeah. So I try to grab what I can and put those in there. And I think it's a lot easier to just find everything.
You're consolidating things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
You know, it makes it a lot easier.
Information consolidation.
Yeah. And so there was something that we talked about a few weeks ago that it's probably happened more in Reno than it has in our little rural community, but it's the situation where several occasions of child luring has happened, and here we are. Kids are out of school now, and so kids want to be kids. They want to play. They want their independence. They want to be able to walk in their neighborhoods and feel somewhat safe. And so we've been trying to entice Sheriff Brad Pope to come visit us and chat with us to give us some pointers for our kids.
Yeah, he was supposed to be here today.
Yeah,
other things came up.
Things will always come up. So
he's got a very important job. So
yeah, exactly.
We'll catch him when we can.
He gets spread pretty thin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
so
he's everywhere.
Yes, exactly. And so we do want to have him come on and talk to us about some pointers for the kids and for their parents about child luring and how to avoid it as much as possible in a
right. And I mean,
safe way.
You can never know too much about how to keep your kids safe and how to keep track of them.
Right. And I know the first thing that happens is this thing called fear. When something like that happens to kids, when they're first approached, it's probably very scary for them. And we hope they will keep their wits if Sheriff Brad can give them some pointers on what to do.
Yeah.
Whether you're alone or when you're with
we need your brain meets, man. We need to get in here and tell us all about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
we'll get them on.
Yeah, we're working on that. And another thing is for next week, we have Shala from the Veterans Healing Camp coming to visit us, which is that place is awesome. And she's going to talk to us about the things that are the services and things that are available to veterans in the area and how the Veterans Healing Camp helps. And so I thought that would be great. So that's going to be next week.
That's great.
Yeah. And we have some of these things that are coming up that are posted again on Carson Rural Communities Facebook page. And I thought maybe you might want to talk about some historical scavenger hunts.
A historical scavenger hunt out in Virginia City, maybe?
Yeah, for Father's Day.
Yeah, for Father's Day. So, yeah, we've got this really cool flyer. I love the design on this, by the way. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
But on Father's Day, 1 to 3 p.m., and this is free, all ages welcome, bring Dad and the whole family for a fun-filled scavenger hunt exploring the rich history of Virginia City. Discover landmarks, solve clues, and compete for fun prizes. Costumes encouraged. Dress like a miner, a saloon girl, or an old-timey sheriff.
Was that your bones?
I was trying to hear the microphone through my headphones. Just
it's tapped it. Oh, sorry, folks.
So yeah, I mean, my big head gets in the way of things here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks like a really cool event. And if you want to go check it out, you can register at the Visitor Center at 86 South C Street, Virginia City. Or you can go online to Story County, and that's STOREY, countychamberofcommerce.com.
Cool.
And so, yeah, I mean,
excellent.
Yeah, Virginia City's always got some really cool stuff going up there. Even if you don't know of an event going on, just go up there.
Oh, it's so nice.
There's always something.
And when it's 100 degrees down in the high desert where we live, it could be 90 degrees in Virginia City. So that's a nice cool off. It
gets a little cooler up there. In the wintertime, it gets a little harsher up there.
Yeah.
But even that's got its own beauty up there. Just know how to drive if you go up there.
Yeah. So farmers markets in Dayton.
Farmers markets.
It's coming.
Get some fresh produce.
June 19th, it's going to start. And it's the usual time, I believe, which was starting at 3 p.m. wasn't it?
I think it was 3. I think it was
Yeah.
3 that it usually started on Thursdays.
Yeah. So that's coming up. And so, with
Get
that
some
being
honey.
said, if you're interested in the Carson City Farmers Market, it is starting this Saturday.
Oh,
And it's from 8:30 to 1 p.m. at Mills Park.
well,
And-
that's a big one.
In case you need that, it's at the Texera Pavilion. Everyone knows where that one is.
So the really big building in Carson City.
Yeah.
Next to the
Where
really
kids
big
play
piece of grass.
basketball and things like that. So just remember, no pets are allowed at the farmers market, but there are a number of treats for sale that you can bring back to your little furry friend and pet. And so the other thing that we have that's coming up, I don't know, did you know that Mr. Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys passed away?
I did not.
There is a tribute band to perform Friday at Carson City's Mills Park, plus free train rides aboard the Carson and Mills Park Railroad. And that is,
Is that little train?
I think so.
The little,
I'm not
yeah.
not quite sure. I've
I
seen
remember
it.
taking my-
I think I've only seen it maybe twice.
I think I had my kid. My kids are all grown up now, but I remember them writing on it, and they were little. They loved it.
Yeah, so the Carson and Mills Park Railroad will begin tooting at 5:30 p.m.
Toot,
and then music starts at 6 o'clock at the pavilion as well, and that's actually tomorrow, Friday.
toot.
So that's going to be a kind of
So a
nice
little,
tribute
little
for
wind
him.
down after work, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm going to go ahead and read the PSAs. We only have 2 left. So this one says the Silver City Preservation Society presents the Silver Palooza Music and Art Festival. That's coming up, and it's returning to Silver City Schoolhouse and Park, and that's Saturday, June 21st from 11 to 6. It's a free event of live music, art, history, and fun together for another year. This year's event will feature live music from a variety of genres, including folk, blues, funk, pop, and rock and roll.
Cool.
A community mural unveiling. Oh, those are so fun.
Ooh.
And let's see, a showing of the life and times of the Red Dog Saloon documentary. There's going to be a taco and a margarita and fruit stand, art fair and workshops, auction, stilt walkers, and more. You'll want to bring your own lawn chairs and blankets and some sunscreen and hats and water bottles, cash or credit cards, and bring your curiosity and your good vibes.
Definitely bring you good
Does
vibes.
that sound cool?
Leave the bad ones at home.
Excellent. And then let's see.
You know what? I'm about to kick us off of this
Tiki Talk.
Tickety talk. I'm going to kick us off this tickety talk right now. I only got 1 viewer on this channel. I got a couple channels. So I'm going to try another one.
Oh, he's going to go visit another TikTok. Okay.
Right.
In the meantime, I've got just one more PSA for you, and that's regarding the Carson City Sheriff's K-9 unit. You and your golf team can support the Carson City Sheriff's Office K-9 unit at the 2nd annual K-9 unit golf tournament at Silver Oak Golf Club on August the 2nd. And to become a sponsor and or sign up to play now at carson.org/K9. Or you could call 775-283-3422. So I've got my main PSAs out,
Okay.
except for the really, really important one.
Uh-oh. What you got?
No Kings event coming up.
No Kings event.
Let's chat about that regarding
Okay.
safety.
And yeah, that's really the only thing I think we should even really touch on that.
Yes,
There's a lot of opinions with this. We all have our own. We do not express them here.
that's right.
But except for the fact that we do care about everybody involved on every side of
Yes.
everything. So
Yes.
yeah, let's try to it's going to be a protest. People are going to be waving signs. People are going to be screaming. Tensions will be high at times. Just care enough about the people on the other side, not to get yourself in trouble, not to get them hurt. Don't land yourself in jail, because the laws still apply no matter how you feel at that time and who's surrounding you.
Stay cool.
Stay cool.
Keep a level head.
Have some laughs about it, man. Make jokes. Laugh.
Make new friends.
Right?
You know, But if you see anything that's going on, get out of the situation. Okay.
Right.
In martial arts, we're taught to get out of the situation.
And no matter what, like I'm just going to say this right now, please listen to and respect the law enforcement officers that are out there. Okay. I mean, this is local, man. This isn't something on TV. This is right here at home.
Yes. And there are national events. And so we just want to keep our cool. Oh, I wish there was an award for whoever keeps the cool the most.
The coolest
there
city.
isn't one. In your heart and soul, just feel glad that no one will get hurt if you follow the rules. Keep you cool, be calm, cool and collected, and do it peacefully. That's all. That's all we ask.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And if you want to just skip all of that, just saying, I mean, if you're not in the mood for protesting, if you're not in the mood for military parades, whatever's going to be happening on Saturday, there are lots of events. We've mentioned a few going on.
Oh, there's so many.
And like in fact, one of them that I was just looking at earlier and I shared on our Carson Rural Communities page is a Donovan Mill tour. I don't know if you guys know about Donovan Mill. You've probably seen it on your way up to Virginia City. It's this big old structure, and I'm looking at a picture of it right now on the inside. This thing looks cool inside. And it's going to be open on Saturday. Tours are from 10 to 3 p.m. There is a charge, $20. 12 years and under are free. And so they're going to be operating at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and at 2 o'clock.
Bring your cameras.
Yeah,
definitely.
It looks really cool. They're great photo ops and get to learn a little bit of history. And like I said, I'm sure anybody's gone up to Virginia City has looked at that thing 1,000 times.
Yeah, and what's really cool is that it is hosted, I should say, by the Comstock Foundation for History and Culture. And there is so much history here.
There is.
A lot of people.
It's like the coolest place for that.
Yeah, a lot of people did not realize that back in the 1860s, Virginia City, as well as Dayton, helped build up San Francisco with that Comstock
That's
load.
right.
San Francisco, New Orleans, Houston, and there were a couple of other places that I can't remember, but that money helped build up those historical places now.
Right. It's like we live in a very significant place historically for America.
But we're the best kept secret.
Right.
So yeah, that's
because we need to work on our marketing apparently.
Yeah, exactly. So what about the Boy Scouts Troop 847?
Yeah, I just saw that. The Boy Scouts Troop 847. They are looking for yard sale items to sell to offset the cost of their summer camp.
Yes, and I believe they're going to have a huge yard sale.
Yeah,
coming up.
I totally lost the screen. I had that on. Give me a second. I'll get that.
Yeah, he's going to pull that up, and he'll tell you a little bit more about it. And so, you got it yet, my friend?
I'm getting there.
Alrighty, you're alrighty.
Scrolling through my Facebook.
I think I uploaded 45 different flyers that consist of events.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
All right, so the third annual Scout Troop 847 yard sale event. And on their flyer, they say, join us for a fun-filled community yard sale featuring a wide selection of great finds. Help Scouts go to summer camp. June 27th and 28th, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The location is going to be 147 El Dorado Avenue in Dayton, Nevada. And here it says, Troop 847 is looking to collect your unwanted, good condition household items to sell at the yard sale to offset the cost of summer camp. They're looking for things like kitchenware, pots and pans, small working appliances, glassware, plates, bowls, cups, mugs, vases, outdoor gear. That sells good there. Tents, sleeping bags, backpacks, anything that is yard sale worthy. They cannot take any large furniture items due to space constraints. So you got to leave the 12-piece sectional in your living room. Sorry. Leave that there.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, if you would, let's see, they say if you have any items you would like to donate, please message Emily Watson. So if you're on Facebook, look up Emily Watson and shoot her a message. And if it's not the right Emily Watson, try another one, and eventually you'll find her.
Yeah, Emily is spelled Emily,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Spelling
not
is important.
the
Details.
the regular EMILY. So
So we're back live again on my other TikTok account right now.
oh, good. So hi.
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 For all you TikTok folks, I'm on the air.
So there are some resource fairs coming up that are hosted by the counties. And I started thinking that we have all these secret nonprofits and secret organizations throughout our area, and I'm not sure why. And so I decided that I would put together a resource fair that will help support the senior community, the veterans, as well as children's groups and organizations and events and nonprofits. And so
Stuff for
I'm
pets.
hosting that on August the 23rd.
All
It's
right.
free to have what I call a booth space, but it's really not a booth space. We're not doing any sales. It's more of an informational resource fair where you can bring some paper goods about your community event or your nonprofit, your social gatherings, things like that. And so that is August the 23rd. And I've placed that information on Nextdoor, Dayton Peepers. We just changed that name recently, so it's now Dayton Peepers. And
So have you had any luck with the Nextdoor groups?
I actually have.
Yeah.
I actually have. So,
Nice.
in fact, I've already had someone sign up for that. And so you do have to sign up to be a vendor only because we need to make sure we have enough space. It's going to be held at the Mark Twain Community Center
Okay.
off of 6 Mile Canyon on the Story County side of Dayton. It's a really cool, a
Oh,
very
that's a
nice,
great little community center. Yeah.
well-maintained community center.
They got a
And,
basketball court out there too.
yeah, exactly. And a park right next door.
Mhm.
So we hope some folks will come to that. It's not geared towards anything, but I really wanted to get more information out there that hopefully is not just a government entity to help senior citizens. I belong to a nonprofit organization called Senior Service Network that has a wealth of information for seniors, but we don't have a lot of resources for veterans' needs. Well, yes, we have the federal government things for veterans, but we don't have a lot of the local stuff that is available to veterans, and that was really important for me to get this information out to the community. And then there's so many different things like the AYSO. I think it's 1637 group, which is a sports group that was looking for signups and as well as volunteers. And so this is a great place to meet new people and get your information out, meet and greet. And I'm hoping to even incorporate a little ice cream social with it. And so it's free to attend. It's free to be a vendor. It's information only. So there's not going to be any large booth setups or anything like that. And so with that said, you can text me to 775-400-1151 with your information, and I can get you the link for the registration.
Well, go ahead and pencil in a table for Desert Pigs. We'll be there.
Oh, good. Okay. You do have to do the registration
Okay.
because I would like to show
I
that
will
to
get on
Story
that.
County, that the Mark Twain Community Center is in the Story County side of Dayton. And so anyway, so he's going to tell us some more things that are going on.
Well, you mentioned the ASO 1637.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a thing right here. It says Dayton ASO 1637 early registration is now open. Register at ayso1637.org.
Yeah, there you go. And then we have some music and entertainment for, let's see, on the
that's fun,
14th
yeah.
is the Carnival at the Polecat
I got all kinds of stuff
Tavern.
going on there.
Yeah, and so they have a whole summer series of concerts and events and things going on. So
And of course, they're located on 260 West Winnie Lane in Carson City. If you want to go check them out,
yes.
they've always got something going on out there. I see their stuff all the time.
And you know what? One of my favorite things is coming up.
What's coming up?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, get your squirt guns.
I'm starting to get all my stuff together. I'm all excited about that one. That's going to be at the Brewery Arts Center outside. You get to watch the whole movie.
See, I have never done the Rocky Horror Picture Show experience. I've heard about it all my life.
I have to practice the time warp, and I plan to do that a couple of days before. And I really get into it. Coming from New Orleans is like right up my alley. And
now, why is it that became like the iconic cult classic movie? Like, why? What is it about that movie?
No, I mean, it has Susan Sarandon, it has Tim Curry, one of my favorite actors.
Right.
It has Barry Bostwick in it, and
well, how many actors like started with that movie?
I know exactly, and I'm not quite sure Susan Sarandon was one of the ones who started out doing that, but it's like it's comical, it's raunchy. I wouldn't want to bring my young kids there, but it's fun to let your hair down and
right. And it's more like it's a participation.
Flick your
more
bick.
than watching a movie.
If you decide to come, it's on July 11th, and you bring your little blankets to sit on.
Now, what all do you bring? What is the package for a Rocky Horror Picture Show?
You need your newspaper.
Okay,
you need your Bic. Lighter,
right.
But I wouldn't bring a Bic lighter. Instead, I would bring one of those Snap glow sticks.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see, your bird seed instead of rice, and there's a host of things. And if you wanted more information on where you can go to get that list of things to bring for participation and anticipation, you can. Oh yeah, I love Tim Curry. Just send us a text message and I'll get the link over to you. And so, yeah.
And also for you guys out on Facebook, if you ever want to get anything on the show and if you don't remember any numbers, you have a hard time spelling CJ's last name or whatever, just a lot of you see me on there all the time. Feel free to message me.
Yeah.
If I don't have you blocked, then, well, you won't see me anyway if I have you blocked.
You know, Phil, I always forget. We do have an email address. It's carsonruralcommunities@gmail.com. And I always forget that.
We're so 21st century.
Yeah. So, well, we're at least, let's say early 20th century, but we're getting there.
We're so early 2000s.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all good. And so, any other events that we want to chat about?
Oh, wow, man. Look at that.
I know. We're almost done.
I swear, 30-minute radio shows. I don't know what it's like for you out there listening as you're eating your sandwiches in your cars on your lunch break. I mean, you're probably just like, when's this guy going to get off? I want to get the music on. I want to listen to Wings. But, I mean, for us, I swear, just like, it's like that. Just 30 minutes just goes by like it's like 2 minutes, especially if you've got guests in here. But even... I'm shocked. I thought that this would drag on, but without our
it's not. No, we have enough to tell you about. And you know, it was really a concern when we first started out. It's like, are you going to have enough information for the people in the rural communities? It's like, oh yeah, and I have not failed you yet. I've had information up the wazoo about the community to the point, once we relocate to our new place, because we're still in boxes and we're kind of delayed on that move, but once we get situated into our new place, I'm hoping we can expand it. Maybe Phil's boss will say, okay, maybe we could go to an hour. And I promise you, we could definitely fill an hour. Okay.
Oh yeah, there wouldn't be a problem. I mean, honestly, I could sit in this studio all day long.
It's like home here. So cool. We're definitely going to miss it.
Yeah, when I first got here, I was so terrified with all of this.
Oh, me too. I still am.
I was so worried about breaking things. Now I just break things and I smile about it. Like, yay! I just broke that.
We can fix it.
I'm going to make it seem like Monica did that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're too funny. You're too funny. So, well, folks. It's almost time to say goodbye.
Down to our last minute. How can we fill a minute here, CJ?
Yeah. And so TikTok, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, TikTok. We've got one person watching at the moment. Thank you.
Our Carson Rural Community Facebook
Everybody's
folks,
doing this on TikTok.
Thank you so much. And we'll get this uploaded hopefully this evening. I have back-to-back appointments today, but we'll get it out.
Yeah, and if you can join us again next week here at the same time, we'll probably have a guest the next time. Yeah, we had a guest.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we have a guest next time. So
Veteran Sealing Camp.
It won't just be that's right, and it won't just be us yakking. But thank you for joining us, and we look forward to yakking at you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.